When I say that evil brought this man into my mom's life, into my life, I'm not saying that he is evil, okay? I'm not saying he's evil, but evil brought him into my mom's life and my life. Because she's calling him her boyfriend. She's calling him 10 times a day or more, even when he says that he's working. And then she denies it. I only called him once. I'm like, Mom, you're not going to deny reality. I can look on your phone and see how many times you called him over and over and over, but he doesn't answer. Yes, because you're not grasping the fact that people you call, if they're busy or they're working or they don't feel like talking to you, they're not going to pick up the phone. When I say you call him 10, 15, 20 times or whatever, it's not that you talked to him that many times. You called him that many times. And it's not driving him away. They talked again last night. She's just gonna be in total denial. And the fact is, the reality is that we waited until the last possible second, okay? She's completely dependent. She cannot live alone in any universe. She requires full-time assistance, okay? And she has the mental illness where she could never, she wouldn't be approved. She can't live alone. She can't be left alone. You understand? She cannot be left alone. And now she's delusional. This man, she's viewing him like as her savior. Meanwhile, I'm a prisoner. I'm being eaten alive from the inside out, okay? I haven't seen a doctor in years and years and years. I've gained a shitload of weight. I feel achy all over. I feel old. I have no hope in me of ever, like, a guy's trying to entice me to, oh, I would worship your feet for hours. You had the opportunity several years ago to do exactly that, and you chose to not do it, okay? Evil brought this man into our lives because the chances of him having the same fucking phone number as just turned around just as two of my mom's friends is just absurd. The chances are astronomically small. It's so freaky. And then she couldn't even call him back. He wasn't calling her. But he's not going to not answer when she calls him, and he's not going to not return her calls. Just how he is. I'm sure he's a really nice guy. She's going to just... being eaten alive from the inside out, and if anything happens to me, she's automatically screwed. Again, I don't have to die. I could have a heart attack. I can't remotely say I'm healthy anymore. I'm not. stress is a killer, and it's just, like, I'm trying to stay strong, I'm trying to do this, and this man has to just, and now she thinks he's her boyfriend, she thinks he's going to save her. She wants to go out with him when she can't even walk. She wants him to come down when I don't want him here. He's a fucking stranger. There's nothing that I can do. And then on top of that, her fucking phone broke for no reason, consumer cellular. Remember the horror that I went through? Not horror, but the just, not horror, the just absolute fucking just ridiculous stress with my consumer cellular, the fucking bullshit. And then I get her one that I don't like the new version. It's their new version. They don't make the old version anymore. I prefer the old version, but whatever. The new version, everyone's doing the same fucking thing because her consumer cellular, the new phone, is the exact setup almost as the freaking Boost phone that I bought temporarily. That's not that you have to buy a card for. That not, but whatever. Consumer cellular, her phone broke for no reason. I didn't do it. I did nothing to this fucking phone. It was showing her calling out of state, a state adjacent to Massachusetts, and it had repeated calls. I'm like, what's this fucking number? She's like, I didn't call this number. What is it? And it was like, there's like 20 things to that. It's like some kind of mix-up happened. It's something that happened with the phone company because I tried to dial out. You have no SIM card. So we suddenly have no SIM card for no reason. Something happened on their end. And I can guarantee you it's not going to be easy peasy to fix. Last time, to fix mine, I had to borrow the neighbor's Wi-Fi. Okay, I'm not doing that again. I swear to fucking God, Mom, you just want to have a phone. I'm not going to bother the neighbor again. I went through hours trying to fix my phone when you were in the freaking nursing facility. And she got to, and again, this situation is not sustainable, and there's nobody that would disagree with that, okay? If this situation is my mom's full-time nurse, she cannot be left alone for 1 second, and I don't get to have any life at all, or even leave the house, except to go to her medical appointments for mine, then that's not a sustainable situation in any universe, okay? But now she has this man, and she thinks this X, Y, and Z, and he's just being a nice guy. He's my age. He's not going to be your fucking boyfriend. But you can't get through to her. But the fact that this is Satan, this is evil, this is whatever, I don't have to believe in. But it's evil that brought him into my life, into her life. She called him by accident. She met him in the hospital, that's all fine and good. She would have never talked to him again, never seen him again. He wasn't going to call her. He didn't save her number. But she called him by accident, and now he's in our fucking lives. I mean, what the fuck? Why can't he just not call her back? Why can't he just be someone who doesn't want to talk to her? Because I'm in fucking continuous hell being eaten alive from the inside out. Okay? I'm not anything I used to be, nothing. I look at her in videos and she's not me. She's just not foreign to me. It's not me. It's not. I have no hope of ever having anything ever again. I mean, in a professional manner, I can be touched again. You know, I can have a massage, I can have whatever. But anything that's not no, I have no hope for anything ever. The fuck again, I won't be surprised. I talked to someone I know, and they're like, you could have a stroke, probably a heart attack. I have not been feeling right at all. Aches and pains that I never experienced before, and because I'm filled with continuous dread, and I was trying to be so hopeful, and then this man has to come into her life and mine and just fuck everything up. book I was actually watching my videos or paying any type of attention to them, he wouldn't know that even if I wanted to get together with him, I wouldn't be able to. I can't leave the house. Only if I have a medical appointment or I go with her to her medical appointment. I am a prisoner here. I can't leave the house. Okay? So don't try to say anything. I'm never going to be stupid anyway, but it's just... She's like a girl, like giddy, like thinking just that she's going to go out with this guy and have him over, and he's her boyfriend, and I have to correct him, like, he's not your boyfriend. Oh, because I hear her saying to her other friends, you know, I hear her, yeah, I have a boyfriend. He's not your fucking boyfriend, Mom. He's some stranger you met once in the goddamn hospital, and then you accidentally call him because you get mixed up with phone numbers. She gets mixed up with phone numbers, so she'll dial, let's say one person has the same first 3 digits, and she has different friends having different digits. She'll dial part of one number and part of another, and this happens to be the guy who has almost an identical phone number to her best friend that she knows. So that you know, and I just have never, ever, like, it took a long, long time, but now it's physical. Now all of the lifetime of pain and dysfunction and heartbreak and not wanting to be here and everything under the sun and endless fucking abuse. Too many years of it for me to ever even... It's all culminated into right this second where I genuinely fear for my own physical health. I genuinely fear for my own physical health at this point. I just feel like something's wrong. I'm probably right. I was trying to be hopeful, and then along comes this guy to make my mom think things that are not true. To make my mom, I mean, there is no fucking judge alive. There's nobody who would ever let her live alone. She cannot live alone, period, okay? She cannot live alone. She can't live alone. She wouldn't even be approved with all her mental... I know it. She wouldn't even be approved. Like, she just wouldn't. There's no way. There isn't. There's no way. She requires full-time care. Even an assisted living, they wouldn't let her be in that. They would never. It wouldn't happen. She has too many. If you have a bunch of physical problems, it's one thing. She has too many mental problems that put her life in danger, even with someone like me, you know? You know what I mean? Potentially. I have to watch her every second, and even when she'll start to get up when the wheelchair's not locked yet. Mom, I haven't locked the wheelchair. What are you doing? Oh, I don't know. You know what I mean? So that's not somebody. That's somebody who requires full-time care, period, okay? And we waited until this point. She kept saying we were gonna, years ago, and she went back and forth, and she got to have, you know, even before she couldn't live alone, like, but I could still leave the house, but she still couldn't live alone. Look at all the fucking shit that happened while I was gone. She fell twice. I came home and there was raw hamburger on the top refrigerator, the shelf, dripping juice down the other shelves, you know. There was some kind of chicken that the friend had picked up for her, you know, so she can have rotisserie chicken, but you can't keep it in the fridge forever, you know. I mean, when I came home, it was all whatever, proven to me that she can't live alone. but at least she was still somewhat independent. Now she's not at all. Nobody wants to even take her to church when they have to be responsible for her. Okay? I'm not going to church with her. I'm never going to go to church with her, you know? It'd be a different situation if I had any kind of, I'm just here and I'm just taking care of her and I have nothing else and I feel my physical health deteriorating. And I've gained so much weight that my stretchy pants don't fit me anymore. I have to buy a bigger size of those. And it's not because I gorge on cookies and pies and all of that. My cortisol levels are probably through the roof. Because there's no reprieve. And now there's this guy. Again, he could be the nicest guy in the world. It doesn't matter. Evil brought him into our lives to give her some kind of false hope that she is not in the... she just got hospitalized just 3 weeks ago. Now lately she's been, I don't want to take that fucking pee pill. It makes me pee all the time. She's thinking that she doesn't have to take that, and she's just fucking delusional. And then church woman's like, just get rid of his number. She won't be able to call him anymore. He'll call her. What is wrong with you? I can't stop this. He may have gotten my text and doesn't care. Okay, if I listen, she seems perfectly fine to him, yeah. But he doesn't know that when everyone thinks all this and that, whatever. That's how she convinces people and hates me when I say the truth, because she's able to pretend over the fucking phone. Oh, she's able to delude herself. But I'm a fucking Walking Dead person. I already told Joe. I spent too many years living in a fantasy, and then there's no more fantasy, and there's absolutely zilch to replace it. Zilch, nothing, but emptiness and continuous fucking dread and feeling like something's physically going wrong with me, which there very well could be. Could be anything. People never know there's something wrong with them, and then suddenly they have no choice, but it rears its ugly head. I wasn't able to sleep last night. I was falling asleep watching Friends. There were ones that I hadn't seen. And then I woke up, and then she woke up earlier than normal. Like if I could have fallen asleep, say at 2:30, and she slept till 7:30, but that didn't happen. She slept till just 6, and I only slept 2:30 to 6. I got up and we changed her, and everyone. I said at 6:30, I'm like, you have to go back to bed until 8. And I tried to sleep, but couldn't. I set my phone for her. I can't believe her phone just broke like that. There's too many problems with these consumer cellular. I didn't have any problems with Jitterbug. The only problem I have with Jitterbug is she thinks she's going to call Lyft, and I can't remove that feature. And she did call it that time, and I can't ever doing that. And you can't remove it. They have this stupid Lyft feature, so I can't get her another Jitterbug. She'll call the fucking Lyft even though she can't even move. She can't even walk on her own. She's like, why can't I have my wheelchair and walker near me, or my walker? Because you can't. Because you can't, Mom. My God, like, you're not approved for it. This was the final straw. This is why this is, This is the final straw. This is when I can finally fucking, you know, say that it's the end. If she can't live alone, it's not up to her anymore whether or not we move. It's not up to her about anything because she's completely dependent. And we waited all the way till then. And the fact that I'm even still breathing is a miracle, but it's getting close to not being that, you know? If she's gonna start thinking all this fucking shit and have this new guy in her life that she just met once in the hospital, and then she's gonna hate me if I don't let him come over here. If she wants to watch Forever First Love with him, you know, that has sex in it and all that. She mentions that fucking movie to her physical therapist now, and he's like, you know, says, hey, Mom, you know, that's not appropriate. I could get in trouble. I can't even discuss this with you. At this point, I would not be the least bit surprised if something horrible happens to me. It doesn't have to be like, you know, me consciously causing it or something. I wouldn't be surprised. I'm broken beyond repair. I have no hope left. I'm just filled with continuous dread, and I'm feeling it physically. For the first time ever, I'm feeling my age. Doesn't matter if the young occupational therapist was in shock when I said my age. I just said it in passing. She's like, you're that? I just thought you were in your 40s. No, I'm 56 years old. And at this point, I feel like I'm like 80 or something. All it does is just break my heart and pain me if I catch glimpses of any of the old me. In videos and pictures, whatever, it just pains me. I don't even want to. It just pains me. Alarm should be going off any minute. Should be screaming out any minute now. I'm coming. I just have to pee-pee. I have to pee-pee. I'm coming. I'm coming. I just have to pee-pee. didn't break, we'll have no phone. Yours is broken, I'll have no way to even fix yours. You can't call out. Can't call out on it. It says SIM card, you can only call emergency. So I can't call out if my phone just broke. It couldn't break falling on the rug, I hope. Unreal. Goddamn consumer cellular, the new one broke without even, it says no SIM card. It broke by itself. By itself. I've had nothing but problems with fucking consumer cellular phone. I could have trusted you. I'd get you another jitterbug phone. That's the best one. I don't have any problems with that. You can't be fucking calling Uber, Lyft, or whatever to come take you anywhere. You can't even walk anyway. She did it when she could walk, but would she even try it? Who knows? You can't trust her. All I know is Jitterbug Lively is better than this goddamn consumer cellular